Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today, we from Group 7 will deliver a presentation about the series that our group has chosen. The title is Bad Genius. Introduce me first. My name is Deti Nursalindar as a moderator who will lead today's presentation. And our group member are, next slide, please. Farrel, Rakha, Den, Luthfia, Rida, and Ira. The first material is about the background of the series, will deliver by myself. Some fans say the story of the series is based on true story that happened to cheating group that took place in China, but there are not confirmation from the company regarding this rumor. This series adapted from the film with the same title, Is a Bad Genius, which released on May 2017 with duration 2 hours 10 minutes. Genre is crime, school, and the author from this film is Natawut Ponpiriya, Tanida Hantawiwatana, Pasudon Piaromna, and this film also played by actor and actress who are very famous in Thailand. As the main actor, such as Jutiman Tueng Charoeng Suking, as Lin, Shannon Satinaton Pul as Beng, Tiradon Supapon Pinya as Pat, and Aisaya Hosuwan as Grace. Next slide, please. The success from this film is really great. This film also makes the world more familiar with the Thai film. And the series was made by this film, and the series released on August 2020 until September 2020 with a total 12 episodes, and each episode is 55 minutes long. Just like the film, the series has genre thriller, school, and drama. The screenwriter is the same like a film, and the different series in this film is the main character. The main character of this film is a talented young actress and actor from Thailand, such as Plian Pichaya Komalarajun or Jun Aslin, Jinjet Watanasin or Jonai as Bang, Sawanya Paisan Payak or Nana as Grace, and Faris Intara Komalyasud or Is as a pet. And maybe that's enough for me. And the third material is about the supporting character will deliver by Den. Den, please. I mean deliver by Ira. Ira, please.
Okay, thank you to Deti as moderator. Here, I want to explain some of my character in the Bad Genius film. The first is Lin, a smart girl who always gets good marks in every exam. Lin is a simple woman from the poorest family, and she lives with her father, while her mother lives abroad with her new family. Despite living a simple life, Lin was awarded a very intelligent brain with excellent excitement. Lin was also an afraid child and not very sociable. And second, Bang, one of the smart students in his school, he has always competed with Lin since middle school. He is also a quiet person and from a modest family. Live with his mother and owns a small laundry business. Bang had competed with Lin to get a scholarship, being known the cheating committed by other students during the exam. It is also the one who reported the cheating, but he did not think that Lin was a culprit. Next, please. Next slide, please. And then Pat. He is the son of the owner of Star Hotel, Patton, and he's known to be very rich. He seems to overdo everything. His figure is a little silly, cunning, and never thought carefully is doing something. This spoiled child has an arrogant and stubborn nature, so it's no wonder he has to get everything he wants no matter what. However, despite all his species, he is a figure obedient toward his parents and a little bit timid. And then Gretch is Lin's first friend. He is a figure who does not have more intelligence in academic and is among the richer children. However, he is an expert in extracurricular acting, so it's no wonder he's good at persuading Lin to help him with schoolwork. He has a pretty face, is a nonsense, whiny, clumsy, and easily confused, but very kind to Lin. Thank you.
Thank you to Ira to deliver the material. And the third material is about the supporting character will deliver by Denden. Denden, please.
All right, thank you very much to Deti Nursalindar who give me a chance to explain about side character or supporting cast. All right, the first one is Fit. Fit is Lin's father. The characteristic of Fit. Fit is an ordinary teacher who raises his daughter alone. A responsible father always put education first and simple. Even though he can provide a luxurious life, at least he always tries to bring his daughter to the best place to study. He believes that by going to a school in the best place, his daughter can achieve what she wants. But his trust ended when he found that his daughter had cheated. Even though he was disappointed with his daughter's action, as a father, he could only forgive and advise his daughter. All right, the second one is Egg. Egg is part father. All right, Egg is a film figure who always emphasize his son to get good grades in school. He is also a wealthy businessman. All right, next please, next slide, please. All right, and then is one. One is Lin's mother. One always make education the main thing, friendly and smart. She was forced to leave her husband and children to pursue her dream to study abroad. All right, next, principal. Principal is a firm figure who is proud of her student achievement and always offer foreign scholarship to Lin and Bang. However, she was disappointed when she found out that that her student cheated on the STEC exam. All right, and the last one is Bang Mother. Bang Mother is a mother who works hard to send her child to school, work non-stop to make ends meet with the child. All right, thank you very much. I think it's enough. I'm sorry for a bad mistake. Thank you.
Thank you, Denden, to deliver the material. And the fourth material is about the storyline will deliver by Raka. Raka, please.
Okay, thank you, Deti. Now I will retell the story of this series, the first part of the story of this series. So at the beginning of the series, we are shown Lin, who is participating in a junior high school level English vocabulary competition. And it turns out that the enemy is cheating by dropping the eraser. Here Lin knows her enemy is cheating, but Lin remains silent because Lin is a genius. She believes she can defeat her enemy honestly, and in the end, it was Lin who remained the champion in winning the junior high level championship. Lin received a scholarship at well, uh, not Lin received a scholarship at Noun High School in Bangkok with very complete facilities. On the first day of school, Grace meets Lin, who is playing the piano in the music room. After studying together, Grace is happy because her grades are good, so she invites Lin to eat at her boyfriend Pat's apartment. Here Lin met with Pat. The purpose of inviting Lin to come to his apartment was because he wanted to get good grades in all subjects in order to get a car gift from his parents, so that payment was made to give him a cheat. Um, Next slide. Okay. Lin here still feels awkward whether to accept it or not. In the end, Lin decided to accept it with Pat paying the 30,000 baht, and there was another condition that they only get 3/4 of the value from Lin so as not to be suspected by the teacher. As the exam progressed, Lin wrote something on her eraser and the supervisor looked at it. Then the supervisor pretended to go around and notice Lin. When Lin wrote on her eraser, the supervisor immediately rushed to Lin and confiscated the eraser. And when he saw the contents, the supervisor was immediately surprised. The content is that the teacher gives a list of a question to the student. Lin, who had already done is her exam, immediately left and was going to report to the principal. The panicked supervisor immediately left the room and stopped Lin. Here Lin managed to buy the supervisor time out of the room. So Grace and Pat copied Lin's answer sheet, and the cheat mission goes according to plan. After the incident, Pat even reported it to the principal, so that the teacher who leaked the exam question was immediately fired. Lin, who got the news immediately, went to Pat and scolded him. This is where Lynn feels guilty and sad because she has lost the teacher's job, but Pat and Grace are very happy because their grades are good and Pat gets a new car. And short story, um, uh, Lynn's scholarship was divided uh, two by the principal and divided with another smart person named Bang. And one day, the principal invited both to compete in team competition to compete scholarship. But even though it's a team competition, the winner from the scholarship is just for one person. When the competition started, they did not work as a team, but instead rushed to get the most point in order to get scholarship. And the one who got the scholarship was Lynn. When at home, Lynn looked for her school bill, which turned out to be 200,000 baht. Then Lynn decided to find someone who is willing to pay for it, like Pat. Those who follow this plan have to pay 30,000 baht. That includes all lessons. Initially, Lynn used the piano method to give her client's answer, but was protested because it was too difficult to understand and difficult to distinguish. Then Lynn decided by using a wall clock. The minute hand symbolized the question number and the second hand symbolized the answer. All her clients pay attention and follow Lynn's direction, which show the answers in sequence from numbers 1 to 60. However, when Lin was in the middle of her mission trip, Bang who was sitting next to Lin got annoyed. Then the supervisor who saw Bang chatted with Lin immediately reprimanded them with a small flashlight until the pen and paper fell out, which made the supervisor even more suspicious of Bang. The supervisor immediately requested the paper from Bang, but Bang did not hand it over because Bang are ashamed of their schoolmates. Then the supervisor managed to confiscate the paper. Bang suddenly threw up and walked out of the room without thinking about the exam. Lynn felt sorry for Bang. She also decided to visit Bang at his house. Long story short, the test started again. Here the exam is held in the library room, followed by several classes, including the class as well. Lynn's plan was the same as before, that in first 60 minutes she should have done all the question, and in the last hour, Lynn would start her mission by giving the code from the clock through her hand. As Lynn was gathering her answer, the supervisor saw the kid in the back opening the cheat sheet and went straight to him. And when the supervisor looked at it and it turned out to be a cheat sheet. And when asked where he got it from, he still didn't answer until the supervisor gave a threat that if he didn't tell everyone, they would repeat the exam. Because one person was caught cheating, one room did not get a test score at the end of second semester. Maybe that's all from me. Back to the moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, Raka, to deliver the material. And the next material is about the conflict and will deliver by Rida. Rida, please.
Okay, thank you to the moderator. Well, for the next story is, after cheating on a test, Lynn, Grace, and Pat faced a bigger challenge. Ben was forced to go Lynn's way of making money because she was in low economy, while she had to treat his ailing mother. Lynn, Grace, Pat, and Bang have been open to STIC answer. Surely Lynn and Bang will take the test while Pat and Grace will arrange the answer. They decided to go to Australia for an early exam for Thailand so that they could send their answer first. During the STIC exam, they used short breaks to send answers to the problems they had worked on using mobile phones stored on the roof of the toilet. The answer given will be changed into a barcode. Bang has to deal with the reality of being caught cheating on exams, but it's not Lynn that's handling in smart. Actually, Lynn would share the same fate as Bang if her mother didn't go straight to her. Lynn's meeting her mom, she is one. One explained why she had left Lynn since childhood and had chosen to divorce her father, and Lynn was surprised by her mother's confession. After Lynn returned from Australia, her father allowed her to go abroad and live with her mother there. But Lynn asked for more time because she wanted to spend more time with her father. Behind that, Lynn had another mission to do with her three friends, this time through the Get Set exam, which has more clients. Lynn's wonder if she's gonna cheat again, but the over 10 baht is very tempting. So it is not like previously, it is Bang that lead the mission. Cheating on STIC test was known by school and he was forced to drop out of school. His dream of becoming a doctor was gone. His mother's condition worsened and he becomes so obsessed with making more money. Taking the GATSA test became a way to stay in college. However, Bang needs a lot of money and he is offering to help to get a value target. Unfortunately, the Thai government conducted the exam so that it was time to do it simultaneously. It is not possible to reuse the barcode method on the pencil test. That would have been highly suspect. And Lynn got the idea to steal the exam question through the paper disposal room. Lynn has an instinct and intuition is more sensitive than others from the beginning already read the situation that went wrong. Just by looking at Bang's action, Lynn already agreed to do so requires her taking part in this more risky action. Bang stayed on going ahead despite knowing that his three companions had noticed expression of anxiety on their faces. As time flies, Bang decided to do other plans and decided to go ahead and to do exam question in the disposal room and memorize the answer and write them down. Lynn felt very strange. She immediately asked Bang, and sure enough, Bang hides a lot of things from them. There was a head argument between them, whether happens Lynn can continue her studies abroad. Meanwhile, Bang that lost the opportunity. Money earned from cheating can make up for his lost future. Lynn walked away from her friends with a sad feeling, while Bang, Pat, and Grace will continue the action to the end. Lynn has also made a bold move with tears in her eyes, admitting all the blame to her father. She even asked her father to accompany her to report the matter. Surely it was to relieve the burden of his guilt and want to bring his friend to this sense. Maybe that's all from
Thank you to Rida to deliver the material. And The sixth material is the message from the series will deliver by Farrel. Farrel, please.
Thank you very much, Deti, for your time. Before I start telling about the material that I want to tell, can you guys hear my sound?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Moral value. Here I will tell about the moral value that we get from the series or the movie. There are plenty of moral value that we get. The first is always be honest, especially in kindness. As in the film Mirror by Bang, it is better to be honest with one's own abilities in order to be able to measure the extent of that ability. The second is don't take revenge even though other people have done evil, and the best revenge is to make yourself better. Every action always has a consequence. The third, as the end of the story, they reap what they sow. Disgraceful deeds lead to punishment to alone for what has been done. The fourth is do not invite other people if you cheat. The impact is cheating is not only felt by one person, but by others as well. If you start badly, it will end badly too. The fifth is use your strength to continue to do good. Don't waste your advantages. It would be nice to do good with all our strengths. The last is keep trying according to our abilities. Then something will be achieved. Dare to be responsible for what has been done. I think that's all for me. I'm sorry if there is any mistake from me. I'll give to the moderator back. Thank you.
Thank you to Farrel to deliver the material. And the last material is the reason why we choose this series will deliver by Luthfia. Luthfia, please.
All right, thank you to moderator. So, why we choose this series? It's because this series have several moral values as delivered by my friend before. And then there are several points that make us interested in discussing this film or this series. The first one is bad genius reveal about educational discrimination, not from how smart you are, but from your social case. Number two, bad genius says that poor people are only rewarded if they are smart, even very smart and very genius. If you are poor and stupid, let alone very stupid, school can be like a red zone for you. Number three, bad genius emphasizes that the examination system is brutal, cruel, inhuman, and doesn't respect students' abilities. Schools only have a single intelligence demonstration system, namely the ability to answer exam questions. Number four, bad genius considers cheating to be patriotic, full of technique, and very heroic. There are many genius tactics that never occurred before. You will also be treated to various models of how to cheat from simple to sophisticated. But you need to remember that cheating is a bad deed. All right, last, number five. Bad genius ensures that students are not an experiment. Through cheating, children are not only fighting against teachers or supervisors, but also the education system that doesn't value their unique potential. All right, that's all the point that I want to say to you guys. I will return to the moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, Luthfia, to deliver the material, And maybe that's enough, the presentation from our group. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.